And aloha! Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host on the only program that is by a fan, for the fan, and absolutely about you, the fan.
So are you Guy or Dee?
Ed Danowski.
You're not in Hawaii?
I wish.
To Mr. Gary Younger.
Hi, Dee.
Hey, sir, how are you?
And Brock, how are you doing?
Doing great, sir. Doing great. Honored to have you on the show.
Let's go Blues! Wow, what a stinker of a game. You think either team wants to be out there on the ice?
No.
I mean, nice to see Joshua has a little fire in him, but for the most part, no one wants to play this game. And that's what sucks. That's what absolutely sucks. You know, I don't blame you, Brad. I don't blame you at all, man. It's 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock on the East Coast. And nobody that's out there is playing this game worth a crap. Not one of them. It's pretty bad.
You know, Guy, I was thinking, I was like sitting there watching the game, I was like, what am I going to talk about? Because it's like, hey, Roland, what am I going to talk about? It's like, this game is just boring. There's nothing at stake. Yeah, I like to see Joshua getting a little fight. That's kind of nice to see. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. It's just hard to get into this game. It really is.
No, it is. And you can tell, almost tell that the Blues are playing not to lose, not to get hurt.
Yeah.
And the Kings some of them are playing for jobs, right?
Sure.
But for the most part, I think this is their last game of the season. They're done. They're like, let's just go. I mean, they might have another game, I think, but I actually think they're done, right?
Take a check here real quick.
Yeah, I think they're done.
Yeah, but I just, I thought that, we keep waiting for the Blues to come out inspired and playing, like the games really mean something. And we've seen a little bit of that this season, but we just haven't really seen it consistently. Like I said, Vegas tonight, they're playing for the President's Trophy. I mean, they're playing for something.
Yep.
And these games mean something. So one side, I can't really blame them. You don't want to give away your game plan in a meaningless game. But the other thing is you don't want to, just phone it in,
No, actually, they have 2 more games against Colorado.
Okay, I just look at it. Yep.
Yeah, and that's Colorado's going to come out and destroy them because they're looking at the so when we're playing the Wild, they have the 2 games against Colorado.
Yep.
So that's got to be because Colorado had the COVID there.
Hey, Guy,
Yes,
let me
sir.
ask you this: with the NHL, is there any way we would just we would cancel those Minnesota games because they don't factor in the standings?
Well, here's the problem. They do factor in the standings because Minnesota can still take second. Right?
Okay. So
if there was a way after tonight's game that Minnesota could not be in second, then they might cancel the St. Louis, Minnesota. Actually, no, I don't see them canceling it because the Colorado still got to play and Vegas has still got to play because of first round, because of that matchup. So they're going to make them all play the equal amount of games, right?
So
I see that.
If you're the Blues, you come out and just start beating the hell out of them those last 3 games like the other game? I mean,
No, well, I think they sent, and we talked about this. Yeah. I think they sent a message. And I talked to Lance offline, and Lance doesn't agree with me. He says you don't game plan to hit, but that's exactly what it looks like to me. That was more of the game plan. And for Minnesota, if Minnesota's going to play the Avalanche, right? And that's right there. That's why I can see them not canceling the games because the Avalanche have to play for first. The Avalanche have to play for first. If you met Minnesota sick because they're stuck in third, that's not fair to the Avalanche who've got to play those extra games.
I see. Yeah.
Right.
I get
So that's what I'm looking at. Lance says there's no pressure on the Knights. They're a veteran team. That's not going to crumble. I don't think so either. Here's my look. Right.
Hey, by the way, can Lance jump on with us?
No, he couldn't.
Okay.
Lance is having some technical issues. He's got text working, but his video isn't. So unfortunately, that happens in this range. And we deal with it. We go forward and move on.
Well, we miss him. We miss him though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, we do. Right. Absolutely, we do. That's what. And Michael Dante's Inferno says Lance DeScott. That's what everybody said about Tampa Bay in 2019, and that's a good point. But this is a little different. This season just feels different, right?
Yeah.
So the NHL for us is not going to bubble us, right? We're good to go. We're going to play home and away games, travel, all that. The Blues are one of the teams that meets the fully vaccinated. So the COVID protocols have been loosened on them. That might help a little bit. I think other teams have that too. The Wallman getting COVID kind of takes a little bit of a concern to me. But if it's a false positive, then yeah, great, no issue, because he's vaccinated. But then again, there are some of these variants out there that the vaccine doesn't cover, right?
Yeah.
My buddy Jim Siegel says, I hope Vegas and Colorado wins the President's Trophy, the Curse of the President's Trophy, and play the Blues in the first round.
Guy, we talked about that though. I think a lot of teams, now sometimes I wonder, is that a thing? I know it's happened to us and it's happened to several teams, but what do you think? Do you think that the Curse of the President's Trophy, is that a thing?
No, I don't. Actually, I think what happens is, and you see it on a lot of things. Now you look at it. The last time that a President's Trophy winning team won the cup, was a shortened season.
Okay.
Right when Chicago did it in 2013 when they had that amazing season when they just won everything. They won 26 straight games in a 48 game season. Yeah. Right. Yeah. They clinched a playoff berth, I think, before they lost a game in regulation. Right. That's how good it was, how good they were. So that's got a lot to do with it.
Hey, by the way, I got to keep a promise.
Okay.
I promised I was going to give a birthday shout out to Big E.
Yeah.
And this is the shout out I'm giving to him. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to sing, but I just want to give him a shout out, man.
Okay. Well, I owe this to E, and Anna is kind of a little. Anna's very matter of factly, stately, so I kind of stuck with that. So I didn't go there. But E, this is for you and all the mice. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, happy birthday to you. Ooh, happy birthday, dear E. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, happy birthday, E. We hope you had a good one, my friend. We hope you had a good one.
Yep.
Roland says he's going to, but hey, that wasn't that bad. The guy, I get why you have so much energy, but Brock, what is the heck is wrong with you?
I got energy.
He's got energy. We all got energy. Oh, man, I love it when I can't keep up with the comments. That means you guys are enjoying the show and keeping with it. The good news is in the first round, all the pressure is in the Golden Knights, and that's true, and that's a glimmer of hope.
And that's what I mean. I was going to say, it's like you have the pressure not to lose.
Yeah, lots of hits tonight. I seen that. There's no pressure on the Knights. They are a veteran team that's not going to crumble. Yes and no, but, I just think that there is pressure on them. It's just how they handle that pressure. Mm-hmm. And you're right. They are. I think I jumped up in comments. Okay, never mind. I think I rolled back too far. That's why. Okay. Roland says I broke his speaker. Oh my God, guys singing. Brock, stop it. E says funny. Now that's a beautiful intro. Make it happen. Ashley Jones, I know I was just kidding. I'm so glad my birthday's in September. Most likely there won't be a show. That's not true. That's not true.
We do shows all year.
That is not true. We will make sure we have a show for Ashley Jones. I'm so tired. I lied. I'm staying on till my phone dies. We love you, Jordan. My dog stopped eating. I was watching you attempt to sing. Thank you. There's only hope if the Blues had showed us a reason to hope. And you know, that's kind of the same. Oh, okay. So this one Jordan's birthday is in June. It's June 7th. Jordan's birthday wish is to be a co-host on the show. We are going to let Jordan co-host a off night playoff game show. I hope you're okay with that, Jordan. We're going to let you come on an off night playoff show. So sometime in the next week or so, and we'll see what goes. Roland asked what happens.
It's going to be a night of randomness, a night of total randomness. With Jordan.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Guy, you have to get my guitar rendition when the Blues go marching in on guitar. Absolutely. I can't wait. I've been asking for that for a while, Mike. Roland says, what happens when the Canada team in round 3 with the COVID? Okay, so what I think's going to happen, I don't know, it hasn't come out, but because of what Canada said, what I think's going to happen, it's going to depend on which team makes it, but I can see them moving to either Detroit, Chicago, or Buffalo for round 3 and making that their home arena. Those 3 arenas make the most sense to me. I don't see anything else close, in proximity. You look at where those.
Hey, guys, let me ask Roll too. Do you think it's strange that the NHL hasn't released any of that stuff? I mean, you think the playoffs are like a week away, and then nobody really knows what's going on.
Well, actually, because and it's got a lot to do with Canada, and it's got a lot to do with this extra week, right? Seedings aren't set. Really, we only have 3 matchups set. That's it, right? 3 matchups are set. They came out and said that they were not waiving it for the playoffs. Okay. So they did waive it originally, dropped it down to 7 days, but then they've come back and said no because they don't have the vaccine up there. So that's the issue right now. I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
Yeah, I mean,
I like this. I like Ashley's comment here. I had to read it first. It says Brock isn't extreme in emotions, which makes Carl the perfect nickname. He is a subtle gentleman. What about New York, though? Actually, I see New York being too far away. You want to get something that's close enough where you're going to have a large contingent of Canadian fans, not Montreal Canadian fans, but fans from Canada, right? And New York's going to be too far away for that. I think Buffalo being right there by the border,
Toronto,
Detroit right there by the border, Chicago somewhat by the border. Those are the 3 teams that make the most sense to me. I know Chicago's out a little bit, but Chicago's still closer to Lake Michigan's only like 40 miles apart, 40 miles wide. It's not hundreds and hundreds of mile wide. So that makes it a lot closer to Canada and that area than some others. I might be off here a little bit because of the way Michigan's set up and all that, but I think that that's where it is. Buffalo, yes, okay. Buffalo's in New York, but not New York City. Okay, Buffalo is in upstate New York and right near Lake Erie, right? So that's where it thinks. And like I said, right now the playoffs are open. So the only thing, I was taking a good look at it. With one exception, Canada could be set by the end of the week. Edmonton and Winnipeg need to play a game, and that could change some things, right? We don't know what's going to happen there. I think Montreal's in or very close to being in. They only need to win 1 game, or Calgary needs to lose 1, and then those games between Calgary and Vancouver don't matter. So I could see those getting canceled. I absolutely see those getting canceled. It's the Winnipeg Edmonton game right now that has the most emphasis on it when it comes to that. I could really see by Monday that's being clinched tonight. Okay, so at that point right there, the games that were supposed to be played through the 18th between Calgary and Vancouver,
Yep.
I will almost guarantee you they will be canceled.
They'll be canceled.
Yes, there's no reason to play those games, play regular season games while playoffs are going on. It really doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. The only thing I would say is I'm not sure how that would affect the revenue share, but I'm sure that's all worked out. And
yeah, it'll all get worked out. It actually won't affect the revenue share at all. It won't. You know. So it looks like all the playoff spots are locked. Now it's just seeding, right? So that's what it's going to come in the next couple of nights where seeding is. There's some jersey off I got to watch the LA feed, and there's someone who's winning jerseys off their backs. That's a neat promotion. I like that. Usually it's like a $20 ticket, and it goes to the some charity that the ladies are supporting, the wives are supporting. I really do like it. Well, hey man, game's almost back on. What do you think's going to happen in the second? Got about a minute.
Well, perhaps everyone will wake up and we'll see some offense, see a couple shots. I don't expect much. I guess the second period's never been good for the Blues. I see them scoring a goal. They put some pressure on. I'm going to take Jordan Kyrou with the goal.
Yeah, I don't expect much either. I'd like to see some feistiness. I'd like to see some better shots, and I'd like to see him have the lead going into the third. All right, that's it. So aloha mahalo, and I'll see you on the second intermission show. God, I can't figure this out tonight.